Hi, this is Johan from Ganister. So today we continue the Back to Basics video series. Today it's about the lifecycle and how do you promote a node from a lifecycle state to another. So let's look at some of these concepts. So in Ganister, every object is called a node. We like to use this term because it reflects the graph that is behind our application. So it has nodes and relationships. So every element is a node. And depending on the definition of this node, which we called a node type, so this is the definition, your node can have a lifecycle or not. Some nodes will not reflect any lifecycle because we don't believe they need one. So these life cycles will define the different states that this node can have. So, and there's always one starting state. So if we look at some of these nodes, let's take a part here. If I open this part, you can see that this is a draft. So this is the state here is draft. And if you click here on the state, it reveals the life cycle itself. So let's see what this means here. So in green here, if I zoom in, we have the actual state. Then orange defines any states that I can move to because of the life cycle definition, but also because of the permission that I have. And then the others are just other lifecycle states that we can go to from another state. So here you have to be in review to be able to go in released state. When you click on a state here, you can have some information about mandatory fields. For example, sometimes you want some tabs to be filled or some fields to be filled before a promotion occurs. And the other thing is the state owner here is the user. So if I want to promote the state from draft to in review, I need to either be the user or, and this is something that we recently added or allowed, if you're the manager, so if you have manager access to this node, then you can do the promotion. But this is only if your admin allowed it in the settings of the application. And we believe it's fine because if you have the manager access, you can change the person who is responsible for a specific role, which means that you could set yourself and then do the promotion. So we said, okay, if the admin allows it, then someone who has a manager access can do the promotion. In any case, whoever does the promotion, the history, which we will track here, will get the usernames. It doesn't say, okay, someone with the manager access has done the promotion. So you will get the whole history here. You can also assign activities or tasks or assignment to different states. So in case you want to do more tasks before promoting to another state, you would define these assignments and assign them to different persons so that you make sure that all the actions have been done before, for example, releasing something. So that will be done here. So let's try a promotion here. So the way we do the promotion is either you select the state and you click here, or you can just double click on it. We ask for a comment at every state, and so you say okay for review, and it promotes the node. So some permissions can change, and some specific behaviors can be triggered by this promotion. So if you want to know more about this, we have some videos about custom methods that would be triggered by these events. And if you're not technical, don't worry, you ask someone who is, and we'll tell you, okay, we can do ABC based on whatever logic we'll implement. And so here, this is in state in review. If you go back to assignment and history, then you see that we've tracked the change. And we track this promotion through all the versions. So you could be version 3 and have all the history since version 1 state draft. And we have the promotion here. A new feature that we have added in version 2.3, which will be released next month, so beginning of March 2022, is the ability to promote, to run this promotion within a grid. It didn't seem obvious at the beginning because most of the nodes that we were dealing with were paths or documents where you usually have some reviewing process of, for a document, you would read the document. For a part, you would review lots of elements, the BOM, etc. But for many other items, you don't really, it's just a state change, and you don't necessarily have to go inside a node to promote it. So let's say, for requirement or for something linked to purchasing, for a purchase request, maybe you don't need to, if you want to manage 10 purchase requests and you want to upgrade them to another state, you don't want to open each one. So what we've added is the ability to go here, let's take an assembly, and what you can do, for example, is, let's hide the thumbnails. Either you want to do it here, for example, because you're validating this assembly and you want to release all the items, and you have a drawing or a list of drawings and signature that some people had, and you can review all these. So you can directly go in the grid here, find this menu which appears for if there's an available promotion, and go to in review. So same concept, it asks for a comment. So you say OK for review, and it updates the node, and you can open it, and you will see that it reflects the state. And so you can do all these if you want to get back to draft, not OK. Same thing would happen in the main grid. So you can go here and say, okay, I want to set it OK for review. Maybe it doesn't make sense for parts, but it makes sense for other nodes that may not need to open them to do the promotion. And so if you don't have the permissions, if you're not the manager of one of the two roles, then it would reject your promotion. So that's pretty basic. That's just the user side of lifecycle promotions. We won't dive into how we configure the lifecycle in this video, because that's not a configuring video. It's just a user video. All the configuration information is added to the configuration training, which will soon be published on our website. But just to give you a quick overview, everything that we've seen here for the lifecycle is configured in the data model. So just if you're a user and you believe that the lifecycle is not right, and you communicate with the PLM manager and say, okay, I know that you can change the lifecycle pretty easily. Please change the lifecycle so it reflects our business. And here you will see that with just some clicks, you can redesign this whole lifecycle to really adapt it to your business needs. So not more details about this configuring, which will appear in other videos in the training. If you have any question about how this can be adapted to your business, please let us know. We'll add more videos about this basics concept in Ganister. So until then, stay tuned and send us emails if you have any question. Cheers, bye.